What's up, gang? Case here with our CrossFit and at-home strength work for Monday, March 22nd. We're continuing our pistol progression or single leg squat progression this week. We're going back to a high box step up, but we're getting rid of the tempo. So our goal today is to get you up to as high of a height where you are controlling the squat motion with just that top leg. So we can use a box, we can add some objects on top of that box so that when we come down to the bottom of each one of these step ups, we're getting as deep as we absolutely can with this working leg. Lots of flexion out of the knee and the hip, where we're only tapping the ground with this back toe and then using only that top leg to come back to the top. So we can even just leave this leg hanging. We're going to control that down. Tap the toe, not pushing off that bottom foot at all, keeping the full foot down on that top foot, driving primarily off of the heel as we stand back to the top. Let's say you can get deep enough to where your box is at a height where that toe won't even touch the ground, so you're fully bottomed out. In that instance, let's grab a light goblet, and then we'll add that to the equation. Still staying controlled, getting as deep as we can. If we start having to short our range of motion after we add that weight, then lose the weight and go back to just body weight. You'll go 7 on one side and then 7 on the other. Movement number 2 today is going to be a single arm dumbbell strict press. So we've been pressing down in the half kneeling position for the last few weeks. We're going to progress up to a standing position, getting rid of tempo and going as heavy as we can for 10 reps per side. Hip width on our stance, neutral grip on that dumbbell, squeeze your butt, pull that rib cage down, keep all that locked in, and then as we press, keeping a neutral head position, reaching as high as we can at the top. Thing to avoid here, make sure that we're not flaring the ribs or arching the back, keeping all that locked down, reaching as high as we can. Tap the shoulder, press to the top. Tap the shoulder, press to the top, keeping the body rigid. The only thing moving is that working arm. You shouldn't have to rest at any point of that set. You should be able to knock out all 10 reps at the same pace. Once again, going about as heavy as we can so that when we get to rep number 10, we're struggling slightly, but we're not losing technique. You'll go right from side number 1 to side number 2. Finishing up with a shoulder raise complex today. Use a light weight for this. Looking to get a lot of reps in here, not necessarily looking to go heavy on this movement. You'll start with 10 bent over lateral raise. So RDL position, slight bend in the elbow, squeezing through the back of the shoulder, relatively quick tempo on this motion. As soon as you get done with 10 bent over raise, you're going to go to 10 standing lateral raise. Same thing, slight bend in the elbow here. Let's stand tall, keep your legs tight and your belly tight. Once we get to 10 raises there, then we'll go to 10 raises straight out in front. We can use a couple light plates, or we can use a couple light dumbbells in the same way. Once again, you'll go right from your bent over to your standing lateral for 10 to 10 front raise. You'll start feeling that shoulder burn, working mostly those muscles through the back and the side of the shoulder for that complex. So we've got 7 step downs per leg, right into 10 dumbbell press per arm, and then finishing up with 10 reps in all 3 positions on that shoulder raise complex. Good luck on today's strength work, and we'll see you back soon for our Metcon.